from a man in deep. Said his house ain't a home and he's losing sleep. Wife cold as steel, vibe off track. Asked me how the hell to get his edge back.
Hey, what's going on today, guys? I got a really good sponsored video for you today. Before I get into it, though, I want to put this out there. The lady who paid for last week, the video I did last week, she tried to dispute the charge with her credit card company. Can you believe that crap? I guess she didn't like what I had to say. The good news is that Gumroad won the dispute, so not an issue. But guys, if you pay for a sponsored video and ask my advice, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Okay. If you want someone to tell you what you want to hear, call your mom. Okay. Call your mama. Save the drama for your mama, because I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. All right. You won't fix anything, but Mama, she's going to try not to hurt your feels, okay? I might hurt your feels, okay? But I'm going to point out things to you that you can actually fix with your life, all right? Your mama, she's just going to tell you whatever makes you feel better, all right? I'm not going to do that for you, okay? If you want solutions, come talk to me, all right? All right, that being said, let's get on with today's video. This one's wild. You know, this one's wild, and I'm not trying to crap on this guy at all. He's a young buck. But he needs some sense slapped into him. Okay. The subject line is 8 years together and she acts like I don't exist. He says, "Hey, Paul, I'm 29, engaged to my fiance who's 33. We've been together for 8 years, and to be blunt, our bedroom is dead. The last time we had sex was a quickie before a party last Christmas. Before that, it had been 4 years since the last time we really had sex." So you met her when you were 21 and she was 25. You had sex last Christmas, and before that, it was 4 years. It had been a 4 years gap. A 4-year gap, and you still asked her to marry you, bro? Do you honestly think marrying her would fix the sex situation? Now, I'm not to crap on this guy, okay? Because there's other guys out there that think this. All right, I've had clients that have been married. They've been married for a long time. And they were like, well, she was never that much into sex, but I figured that if I married her, it would make things better, right? Because, you know, a lot of times it's she's a Christian girl and she doesn't want to have sex before marriage because, you know, sin or whatever. So if I marry her, now I'm going to get all the sex. It's like, no, that's not actually how women work. If she's not putting out for you now, it's because she don't like you now. And putting a ring on it is not going to make it better. Okay. This turns off the sex button. Okay. This is the off button. This is the on button. Take that ring off. This is the on button to sex. Okay. So marrying her, if you're already in a dead bedroom situation, is unbelievably a bad idea. Okay. You're already in the dead bedroom. It's just going to get deader. Okay. I digress. Anyway, he goes on. He says, she avoids me in every way possible. She doesn't want to hold my hand in public, won't sit down and watch a movie together, won't even take a walk with me around the neighborhood. Every evening, she goes straight to the bedroom and scrolls TikTok. I get that she wants some downtime after work, but it's every single night. I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm going to guess that you haven't had a whole lot of experience with women, brother. Okay. You didn't say that in this, but I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm just sort of looking into the crystal ball. Is that right? Like, you haven't had a whole lot of experience with women, right? You met this girl when you were 21. and you were rushing for that white picket fence, weren't you? Okay. I know this because that was me. I did actually date a lot of girls. I did have a lot of sex before I got married, but I was still trying to make every one of those girls my wife. Okay. Like that almost sounds like you just went with the first one that was nice to you and you're like, let's go all in. Okay, I'm going all in on this one, dealer. Did you bang any girls before her, or was she your first? I gotta know. Because that's really going to put a lot of this into context, I think. But still, I'm guessing if you had sex with other girls in your late teens, it wasn't a lot. And hold on, what did I write here in my notes? Let's see here. I'm guessing if you had sex with other girls in your late teens, it wasn't a whole lot. You probably got frustrated with dating and went all in on this older chick who was 5 years away from the epiphany stage. And you were just like, yep, she's the one, man. She's my soulmate. But the thing is, she's clearly just not that into you, bro. She's, from an outside perspective, without wife goggles on, everybody on the fucking planet can see that she just don't like you. Okay. He says, oh, I wasn't at the 8-minute mark. Guys, send super chats for that. I probably got demonetized. Paul's dropping the F-bombs already. I've tried bringing it up, but she always says it's stress, migraines, family problems, or health issues. I've been understanding and supportive. I don't want to force her when she's not feeling well, but when it's every day for years, it feels like excuses. Like, I get, you don't want to force sex on anybody, okay? Because that turns into the grape word, right? I get it. However, it's totally excuses. Nobody has this many health issues for 4 years in a row and doesn't end up in a fucking hospital bed, right? It's a goddamn medical mystery. She's got a headache every night. What's the doctor say, right? Yeah, no. None of these chicks really have all these medical issues. They're not so stressed out that they're not having sex. Like they're getting theirs, right? I guarantee if she's not cheating on you, if the right guy came along, she totally would. She totally would. If she's not already doing that, okay? He says, I make dinner, I wash the dishes, I clean the house for at least half an hour every night after work. When she wanted a puppy, when she wanted a puppy to help her mental health, I'm the only one who took all the responsibility, getting up early, giving medicine, and even working a second job when she was stressed about money. This poor fucking kid too, man. He's been doing this for 8 years now. Is that right? 8 years. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. They've been together for 8 years. This poor young kid has been putting up with this nonsense for 8 years because he's in love with her. Paul, it's love, man. You can't put rules on this, man. That's love, bro. Okay, hold on. Where is he at here? Working a second job when she was stressed about money. I've been showing up as a teammate in every way, but none of it has brought intimacy back. See, this is the guy who's like equal partner. She's my partner. I'm going to do whatever it takes because it's a team. We're a team, and she's not holding up her end of the bargain, right? Unbelievable. And this is why, even though she doesn't find you like remotely attractive, bro, she's not going to just dump you either. Okay. She's riding this gravy train, brother. You know, you're doing all this stuff for you. All this stuff for her. She's got free labor. She's got free slave labor. Why would she give that up? Right? She doesn't have to work. She's stressed out about money. So she's got you working 2 jobs, bro. You're in the 4th stage of the betaization process. You're like in the 4th stage of the betaization process, right? Evolutionary selfishness phase. You're free labor to her. She doesn't give a a shit about you, right? She doesn't even have to pay you in sex. You're doing all this nice shit for free. Okay, why wouldn't she just like take advantage of this? This is what I say to guys. You know, guys, they're like, women only care about money and stuff like that. It's because guys do all this kind of shit, leading with money, leading with nice stuff, doing the dishes, cleaning the house, taking care of her puppy, getting a second job so she doesn't have to work, all this kind of shit, and she doesn't give you jack shit in return. And then you're like, I don't understand. I understand what. It's a monumental covert contract, bro. And she knows it. And she got you exactly where she wants you. And then you had the fucking audacity to propose to this chick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, bro. When I mention our lack of sex, she tells me not to pressure her and says, I'm aware we haven't had sex in a while, but she does nothing about it. Guys, this is why talking about it doesn't work. And then women like totally flip it around, like, don't pressure me. I'm just not feeling a connection. Like whatever bullshit they come up with to sort of like play to the left, why they're not sexually attracted to you. They'll come up with a million excuses and then flip it back on you like it's your fault and you're some kind of pig for even wanting such a thing in a romantic relationship where that's like the main fucking thing that makes you guys not roommates. Now all of a sudden you're the bad guy, right? Like that's totally how women like, and then women have the audacity to say, I teach men to manipulate women. Like this is how women manipulate men into doing all sorts of shit that doesn't benefit men. Okay. That's exactly what she's doing to you, brother. Okay. But yeah, so going back to this is why communication doesn't work. Okay. Communication is key to a healthy relationship, right? No, she sees it as whining and complaining, which just reinforces why she shouldn't have sex with you. Okay. This is why you don't talk about it. You don't talk it out. You don't say, what's going on, honey? I just couldn't help but notice we haven't had sex. And every time I do it, you have a fucking headache. Like, what's going on? Like that doesn't work. It doesn't make her vagina wet. Okay. Talking it out is bullshit. She changes clothes in front of me like she's a nun. I had a client like this. His wife would not get naked in front of him, even though they had like 3 kids together. She would basically like get behind a, one of those, I don't know, those divider things that you put up in your room that women used to have back in like the 30s and shit. And she would get dressed behind that, or she'd get dressed like in the shower so that he wouldn't possibly see her naked. Like, that's a problem, dude. Anyway, so she's doing this. She changes clothes for me like she's a nun, says she doesn't want me to get aroused, refuses cuddling because I'm too warm, won't shower together, won't even flash me. Early in our relationship, the sex was good, but she was always very vanilla. So it wasn't good, bro. Okay. If she was always vanilla, the sex wasn't good. It might have been decent for you, but it's kind of like the idea that, even sex is like pizza, even frozen pizza is not that bad, right? Like that's how guys look at sex. That's not how women look at sex. Okay. So it wasn't good. All right. You basically used her vagina like a pocket pussy and she laid there like a starfish, bro. It sounds like she got sick of it, realized you'd still do a bunch of nice guy shit regardless, and decided not to degrade herself with sex because you were going to do the nice guy shit anyway. That's what it sounds like. Okay. He says, and anything I suggest beyond the basics was met with rejection. Now, even the basics are gone. This goes out to all men. Okay. Guys, listen up. All right. If a girl says she's not into any other kinky shit except vanilla missionary, just add with you at the end of that sentence. Okay. For the right guy, she will gladly give up all 3 holes for the right guy. Okay. And then any woman that's tuning in that disagrees with me, She just hasn't met the right guy yet. I guarantee it. Okay. That is a fucking fact. You misogynist, Paul. He says, at this point, I feel like I'm marrying my roommate. Bro, it's worse than that. It's worse than that. You're marrying someone who is straight up using you. You are making a big mistake if you go through with this. Huge mistake. Life-altering mistake. Don't do it. Okay. What do I do here, Paul? Is there any way to turn this around, or am I setting myself up for a lifetime of frustration? For a guy who is married and is going through this, I'd recommend he get my new passive dread course. Okay. But for you, brother, to quote from Tom Likas, the legendary Tom Likas, you need to dump that bitch. Okay. Which, do I have it as a soundbite? I need to get it as a soundbite. I don't, but you need to dump that bitch. I do have this one. This is probably good. Hold on. Let's see here.
Shame this horse.
Yes, we need to shame these whores. Except for she's not a whore. She's the complete opposite. She's just fucking using you. She's what Alan Roger Curry would refer to as a manipulative time waster, right? She's wasted 8 years of your fucking life. Well, 4 years, right? Because you did get laid the first 4. Those were probably pretty good. But the last 4 have been a complete monumental waste of your fucking life. You could have actually been in a decent relationship by now with a chick that just worships your dick, right? But no, you're with this frigid bitch. No, bro. No, bro. Don't do that. Okay. So you dump that bitch. You're too young. You have your whole life ahead of you. It's not going to get any better if you put a fucking ring on it. It's going to get infinitely worse. Okay. So dump her. And then since you're a young buck, I recommend getting my first book, Everything I Wish I Knew When I Was 18. Okay. It's perfect for a young buck like you. You're only 29. You've got all of your 30s ahead of you. I recommend guys not even get married until they're in their 30s and they're established in their career. You're probably pretty close anyway, but stop fucking running for that white picket fence. Stop that shit. Okay. Go out there, use what I talk about in here, start spinning some plates, start getting real experience with women, and don't just go all in on the next girl that's nice to you. Okay. Like, let the cream rise to the top. Actually take some time to see if you actually like these chicks. Find the women that will invest in you. Okay. That will give up all 3 holes and do all the kinky shit you like. Okay. That won't be like, I got a headache every fucking night for 4 fucking years. All right. Dump this bitch right now. Absolutely don't get married. All right. And if you do marry her still, like if you're like, no, Paul, like the heart wants what the heart wants, you get what you deserve, bro. You get what you deserve. Okay. All right. Let's see what are the guys saying here in the comments. Oh, we got some super chats. Thanks, guys. Hey, brother David's in the house. What's up, man? Let's see here. Nurse Chick's in the house, guys. Nurse Chick. You know what Nurse Chick is.
I'm so naughty.
I'm gonna come.
Oh, you know it. Let's see here. Brother John's in the house. Good afternoon, y'all. David says, get out now. Yes, get out now, bro. John says once in 4 years and she's still his fiance. Ugh. Right. Erkin's in the house. What's up, man? David says, I was 13 years until Paul taught me what to do. Now it's incredible. Oh, yeah, because David was in a dead bedroom situation for 13 years, but he was already married to her and already had kids. It's a totally different situation. So yes, you can turn stuff like this around, but for a young buck like this, it's not worth it. You're not married to her yet. Cut your losses. Get the fuck out of there. You're wasting your time. Study this shit. Don't deal with bitches like that. Okay. David says, why does she even want to get married? Bro, you know why. Beta bucks. Yep. She wants to retire early. Yeah. Oh, I'm having money problems. Can you get a second job? Yeah, that's totally beta bucks right there, man. David sent $5. Save yourself now. I'm going to give him this one.
Here he is, biggest swinging dick in the West.
Yes. Biggest swinging dick in the West. And then Jerry's in the house. What's up, man? Grant says, oh, she's talking with at least 3 other men and maybe even another woman too, speaking from experience. It's quite possible. It's quite possible. Like, women aren't going 4 years without getting theirs. They're not, you know. Now there's some girls out there that are, you know, they won't do it out of morals. There are some girls out there, right? But she's at least diddling her bean and reading trashy sex novels or something like that. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure, especially at her age, she's probably fucking other dudes, you know, unless she's like so grotesquely disgusting that she can't, right? And then this guy is just such a fucking beta simp guy. And I hate to say it because he sponsored this, but you know, all this is beta simp shit. So you're gonna get an earful here, brother. If you are settling on this because you think this is all you can do, God damn it, read my book, go to the fucking gym, okay? Start learning some game. You can do better. You can do better. Kamal says, women want their man to just get it, not talk about it. Absolutely. And John says, John sent $10. He says, I agree, Kamal. I don't know why his chore play isn't working. Maybe he isn't doing it hard enough. Right. Just chore play harder, daddy. Oh man. I'm going to give him this one.
Respect the cock and tame the cunt.
Right. Goddamn right. And then we've got here. Let's see here. Guys, by the way, check out my dead bedroom or my dread course. Go to dread.fixdeadbedrooms.com and you can take 20% off all of October with code DREAD20 at checkout. Okay. Let's see. David says it'll be the worst decision of his life if he goes through with it. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Respect time with gals who genuinely want you. Exactly. Guys, by the way, smash that like button because smashing like is alpha. Alpha males smash like buttons. Okay. Only beta males hit the down button. All right. Everybody knows that. All right, guys, that's all I got for this stream. Pretty short sponsored stream. It's pretty cut and dry. You need to dump that bitch, and you need to up your game and start spinning some plates and find women that have genuine interest in you. Okay, brother, you got to choose a girl that chooses you. She's not choosing you, even though she agreed to get married. She's really agreeing to early retirement, like the boys said in the chat. Okay, man. All right, that's all I got, guys. Tune into the podcast tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I will be talking about 10 things to never tell a woman about yourself when dating. Okay, so many guys are killing attraction and sticking their foot in their mouths. I'll tell you the things there's certain things that you just need to fucking keep to yourself, and then there's other things that she needs to figure out on her own about you. Okay. But if you give a lot of this stuff away, it's going to kill attraction before that attraction builds up to a place where she's invested. All right. So tune into the podcast tomorrow, live 10 a.m. Eastern time. Hit the like, subscribe, notifications. I have new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's all we got. We will see you guys tomorrow.
You don't fix the storm by folding yourself. She don't want sweet, she wants a man who won't bail. No handouts, no talks, no playing it safe. Earn your ground or get replayed.